welcome back. My name's Elizabeth. For those that are new, my sister Cindy at the moment cannot be with us. This is the beauty about land investing. You do it virtually from anywhere. Her daughter got injured playing lacrosse, so she's busy nursing her daughter, which is amazing because she has all the time in the world that she could be with her daughter 24/7 when she needs her the most. She just had surgery, so we're sending her lots of love and healing thoughts and prayers for her to heal quickly. But I did want to come in and do this podcast to answer some questions that we got from ladies that are doing land investing. And the specific question was regarding phone calls. So our little group does send offers. We send a dollar amount for land, and we do get calls back, and some of them landowners, either one, they're happy that they got the offer, or two, they're upset. So this question was regarding how do you deal with upset phone calls when you send out the offer. So I want to address this question, which is an excellent question. I've gotten that before. I don't think we've answered it here, but we will address it. I'll address my experience. Cindy dripped in some of her knowledge into this conversation, so I'll share her experience. But mostly mine, the way I've handled it, for me, again, I always start with the end in mind. When I send offers, I always set it with the thought, with the intention that I'm going to help a seller. These people want to sell for whatever reason. Either the taxes went up too much, they don't want it, they don't need it anymore, their kids don't want it, don't need it anymore. Things happen at home, they have medical emergencies, and they need to sell. So I set the intention when I send these offers way in advance and say I'm out to help one of these sellers sell their properties to me. And the money that I offer them is going to be a blessing for them. So you want to set the intention way before the mail goes out. That's just me. That's the way I work. If you know a little bit about me, I'm all about setting intentions, starting with the end way before I even start the beginning. I start at the end. The second thing that I do, once the letter's out and I start receiving calls, when my phone rings, ladies, this is huge. When your phone rings, you automatically, before you even pick up, you think, I'm going to help this person out. I'm going to help this person that wants to sell their property. There's a way or a form that I could help them out. So you're going to provide them a solution. So I start with a smile before I pick up the phone. I start with a smile and I say, good morning or good afternoon. This is Elizabeth. How may I help you? Or it could be my daughter, or it could be my assistant, whoever's answering your phone. You tell them, always smile before. I don't care what happened. If you broke your nail, my daughter's had that happen. You broke your nail right minutes before you answer the phone. You start with a smile and a good intention in your heart that you're going to help. And you say, good morning, good afternoon. This is Elizabeth. How may I help you? And then they go off with their tangent. And for this example, they're upset because they got a low offer, or how dare you insult me? My property's worth millions of dollars. So they say, Elizabeth, can you tell me about this letter? I got this offer. It's not what I wanted. I'm not selling my property. How dare you send this low ball offer? Like, this is insulting. Whatever they say, whatever they tell you. And I always respond like, thank you so much for calling Miss Maria or Mr. Matthew. Thank you so much for calling. I appreciate your time. I probably did make a little mistake. Can you please give me the reference number? It's just me. For me, we're a small team. It's me, my daughter, my husband, and an assistant. It's very tiny. So I do have every right to say, it's just me doing this. Can you please give me the reference number? I could have easily made a mistake. I'm a mom. I'm running from school to soccer and baseball. So please excuse me. There's no way. My intention was not to insult you. My intention was, I am looking for land, and my intention is to find something out there. And you say, well, my land's not for sale. It's going to my kids or grandkids. I understand. I respect that. All the best wishes for you and your family. If you know of anyone, or if you have other land that you don't need, or if you know of anyone selling land in your area, feel free to give them my number, my email, everything that you have. I'm more than happy to make them a cash offer. That ends there. But if they say, I am interested in selling, Elizabeth, that offer's way too low, how did you arrive to this number? And again, I go through my spill, but then I'll also say, well, thank you again for letting me know that you are interested in selling. Let me get back to you. I'm not at my desk. Again, I'm a mom running around from school to soccer practices. Give me the reference number. I'm happy to do more due diligence. Is there a number that would please you? Always let them give me a number first. And sometimes I start off high. It's okay, but you can always go back and I start low. I start low because they know my expectation. Like, if they, let's assume the market value is 200, I start at 100K. I know that's horrible for a lot of people, but I start low because there's room to negotiate. If they want to sell, ladies, if they want to sell, they'll come back and give you a different number. They're like, no, I'm set at 180. I really want 200, but the lowest I'll go is 180. Then the negotiation part begins. And that is my favorite part. That is my favorite part because I do want to help them. I know they want to sell. And then I know my wiggle room to purchase the price. Like, okay, they really want to sell and they really want to get this much. And then that's when the negotiation starts. So we'll go back and forth depending on their situation. I want to learn about their situation. I want to learn why is it that they want to sell. So you start the dialogue, get to know the seller, get to know their situation, why they want to sell, and then just leverage a little bit of that without taking advantage, of course. We want to help. I think this is a house. I'm running around, ladies, doing this podcast and picking up stuff from my daughter's friends to take to school. So let me pause here while I run and talk to this mom real quick. Let me pause. Hold on. Okay. We just picked up donuts for a teacher's birthday. So back to the phone call. So yes, so always start with the end in mind. Always have your mindset that you're going to help a seller, because you are going to help a seller. Either they want to sell because they just got a notice that their taxes at their property where they live went way up. They just got a notice of a medical bill. It's going to call it. You never know their situation. So you're out to help that 1, 2 to 3 families that need your money and they need the cash and they need it now. So having that mentality shifts your energy, and that shift of energy when you speak to the person that's on the other side of the phone call, it's a game changer because they feel it. They feel that you're sincere. They feel that you do want to help, but probably they're not the right fit for you, which is fine. And again, 9 out of 10 times when I have these conversations with these upset sellers that you say, they are upset because they value their land. To them, it's worth, like I said, millions. And they're like, Elizabeth, you offered me 200K for my 1,000 acre property out in Texas. Like, how dare you? I get it. It's been a lot of times that I just sent to one little parcel, which is 50 acres, and they own another 800 acres attached to that. So just let them know. It could have been an easy mistake. It's a one-man show here, or whatever you want to tell them. It might not be the case for you. Maybe you have more assistants helping you, or VAs. But you do want to train your VAs to be very honest if they're answering the phone calls, and just be them. Just being you is huge. People could tell, people could feel it, people sense it. And when you're just brutally honest and say, look, yeah, I could have easily made a mistake. Give me the reference number, give me the APN number, the property ID number. I'm happy to review it. If you're willing to sell a portion or all of it, I'm happy to give you a different offer. And I apologize. My intention was never to offend you or to cause you to get upset. So I want to start off with that. And they just kind of relax. They relax and they're like, okay, well, maybe she's right. Maybe she does need more time to do more due diligence. And that's kind of how I soften the conversation. And 9 out of 10 times it goes excellent. A lot of them have sold to us. There's a lot that say, no, it's going to stay in the family, which I totally respect. I mean, we're doing this for our kids and our family as well. So I respect it and I get it. And I wish them all the best. Truly, from the heart, you wish them the best. And then move on. But don't make it so much about you. Make it more about them. I think that's where we get caught up as we're answering these calls. We make it all like, oh my God, they're upset with me and they're upset with the offer. Or they're upset that I'm not getting. It's not so much about you. You don't know what people are going through on the other side of the phone call. You don't know what they're dealing with. So just always have that open mindedness that people are going through stuff and that you're there to help and you're not there to upset them. And if that letter upset them, again, ladies, it's not so much about you. It's something that they're dealing with and you wish them the best. Even if you don't have the chance to say, well, blessings to you and your endeavor, or your land, say it within you because ultimately they'll feel it, they'll know. And always, always end the call with a thank you and always end the call like, okay, I understand you don't want to sell, but if you know of anyone that is interested in your area and they want a cash offer, I'm more than happy to give them a call or feel free to give them my phone number. Always end it with that because 9 out of 10, they probably know a neighbor that wants to sell or that they had it for sale for so long and they haven't sold it. So you're a cash offer buyer and they're like, hey, I got this letter from this lady. I don't want to sell, but maybe you do. I'm happy to sell it to you. So, ladies, if you found this podcast valuable, please leave a thumbs up, subscribe, share it with other ladies that are in the land investing business or any business. Any phone call with a person would be helpful. And yes, we look forward to seeing you in our next podcast. Thank you, and we'll see you soon.